Hi, I'm Jennifer L. Neely, a Utah divorce lawyer and mediator. If you're looking for a respectful, cost-effective, and court-free way to divorce in Utah, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll walk you through my out-of-court divorce process designed to save you time, money, and emotional stress while protecting what matters most. Before you file anything with the court, the first step is preparation. This step is all about setting a strong foundation, personally, legally, and financially. You'll want to prepare emotionally, gather important documents, and learn the basics of the divorce process, including the different resolution methods available. You'll also want to prepare for negotiation by understanding your legal rights, categorizing your property, outlining your goals, and even drafting a property settlement division proposal. Not sure if you need a lawyer yet? This is a great time to consider legal coaching or consulting to help you get organized and move forward with clarity. This step is all about you, your individual readiness. It's not about joint planning with your spouse. Not yet. The better prepared you are individually, the more confidently and efficiently you'll be able to negotiate a resolution that works for you. Step 2 is about choosing your legal support and your legal method. With a solid foundation in place, it's time to decide how you'll approach your spouse and how much legal support you'll need. There are several dispute resolution methods to consider. There's a kitchen table negotiation. This is where you and your spouse work things out on your own. There's divorce mediation, and this is where a neutral facilitator helps you reach your own resolution, a resolution that you and your spouse come up with. A collaborative divorce approach is a team-based, structured approach to help you reach an agreement respectfully. And then, of course, there's arbitration and litigation, which are more adversarial and often more costly. If you and your spouse communicate well, a kitchen table negotiation might work well. Even then, I recommend hiring a consulting attorney to help you lay your foundation and review paperwork before signing anything. You can also choose consulting legal services throughout your case. This gives you access to experienced legal guidance exactly when you need it, without the cost of full legal representation. If you are dealing with more complexity, conflict, or emotional challenges, the collaborative divorce process offers structure and support. In Utah, collaborative divorce is an increasingly popular way to resolve legal, financial, and parenting issues privately, respectfully, and without going to court. There are different models of the collaborative process. There's the full team collaborative divorce approach, or there's a lighter attorney-assisted collaborative divorce. The full team collaborative divorce approach is where each spouse has a collaborative attorney, and then together the collaborative team will decide what neutral professionals may be involved. Or the attorney-assisted collaborative divorce is a more flexible version where only one spouse hires a collaborative attorney and the other spouse may represent themselves or use limited scope or unbundled legal services like coaching or consulting services. If you're considering mediation, remember, mediators are neutral. They don't represent either side and they cannot give you legal advice. They can't look at your numbers and help you figure out what's going to be the right choice for you or the fair choice for you. To avoid costly mistakes, you will want to be prepared. If you go to mediation, ideally have your own attorney involved in the process. And finally, while arbitration and litigation are options, they should be considered only when other approaches have failed. Litigation often increases costs, and conflict should be a last resort. Step 3 is negotiate and resolve all issues. Once you've picked your process and support system, it's time to resolve all legal, financial, and parenting issues in your divorce. This step may involve interest-based negotiations, collaborative team meetings, or mediation sessions. The goal is to reach a complete agreement that works for both parties without going to court. If you're using the collaborative process or mediation, you'll be guided through structured conversations to help you manage emotions, find common ground, and stay focused on your goals. Step 4 is where you sign and complete all legal paperwork. Once you've resolved all of the issues, it's time to make your agreement official. Both spouses must review and sign the required legal documents. This includes the stipulation for divorce and property settlement agreement. If you are working with me through my No Court Uncontested Divorce service, I'll take care of the document prep, collect digital signatures, and make sure everything is complete and compliant with Utah law. For divorcing parents, this step also includes completing the required divorce education courses and submitting your certificates. Finally, step 5 is where we submit everything to the court for review and approval. And here's how that works. I process and file your paperwork electronically. You pay $350 to cover the court filing fee, and then I file a motion to waive the 30-day waiting period if you qualify and request it. And then we wait for court approval, which typically takes 2 to 14 days. It's up to the judge assigned to your case whether or not they will waive the 30-day waiting period. They have the discretion to do so or decline to do so. If the court waives the waiting period, we go forward and submit your decree and findings of fact and conclusions of law. If the court does not grant the waiver, then we wait the 30 days, and at the end of the 30-day waiting period, we submit the final approved proposed decree of divorce and findings of fact and conclusions of law, and we wait for court approval, which typically takes anywhere from 2 to 14 days. Once the judge signs off and the clerk enters the orders, your decree is official, and you've never had to set foot in a courtroom. If you're ready to get started, or just want to learn more about how my No Court divorce process works, visit my services page or schedule an information session and talk directly with me. If this video helped clarify the process for you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. You don't have to face divorce alone. I'm here to help you move forward calmly, confidently, and with clarity.